I just woke up down. I couldn't quite explain it. When you're at that point, you don't know what to do. Did I want to do anything? No, I didn't. I forced myself to. I forced myself to do something. I then went and I tried to make a little progress with work. I tried to get anything done. Did I want to do it? Was I afraid of it? Yep. I just persevered. Whether or not it's called momentum or if it's called just not thinking about that thing and just doing it. I slowly felt after even drawing that little character on that little block of wood, I slowly became someone different. That dark place that my mind was in, it started to go away. And it was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I wanted to really wallow. What's that word? I wanted to stay in that thing. It's almost like I was protected by this deep uncomfortableness because I was afraid of what was next, even if it was better. I just told myself I am going to feel better. And I just decided to do that. I took a tiny rice grain of distance away from my really bad state. I just stepped away a tiny bit. And when I stepped away a tiny bit by doing that little drawing, and maybe you could whittle wood, maybe you could paint something, maybe you could just draw some lines. Those lines that I drew at the beginning that were the frame of this little crazy character. This is how I felt this morning. Those lines is when it all started. So start with something simple, whether or not it's a circle or a line or anything. You don't have to show it to anyone. You don't have to do anything with it. The goal is to get out of that rut, to get out of that depressive, sad state. You need to make a step forward. You need to make a tiny, tiny step out. So whether or not that's calling someone or momentum or something that you're willing to do and affirm that you will feel better. I then went into the forest. And that's when I discovered something that I didn't expect this. Last year, I was walking in this forest. There was a book. This woman had written a book, and she had put up different pages all around the forest. I think the book is called Over and Under the Wetlands or something. And she was tying ribbons of each page on each one of the trees. In about a 15-minute walk, you could read her book. She wasn't doing it for money. She wasn't doing it to sell the book. Maybe it wasn't even her book. She was just doing it. It's called Story Walk. And I realized what she was doing was giving back. She was actually doing something for someone else. And I never got a chance to meet her. I walked around and around to meet her. But what really the value that I got out of that is the answer clearly to me was not thinking of myself. When I was swallowing in my depression and my sadness or whatever else I was, it was all about me. And I think what changed when I started drawing that line, when I drove over to visit my brother for lunch, and when I walked and used my body and I was focused on my feet and the terrain and with my dog, it became no longer completely about me. It wasn't in my head. And I was starting to externalize it and get it out. And when I saw this woman who, I remember this from last year, setting this up, she was clearly doing something for someone else. And that is how I got out of the rut, is I stepped out like a grain of sand or a little piece of rice. I stepped out however you can, and then I found something to do either outside of my brain or for someone else. Anyways, I hope this helps with your path and how you feel. And if you're stuck, let's get you unstuck. Whatever you do, make something that connects someone. Peace out. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.